So, three mistakes not to make this Black Friday for your e-commerce and D2C business. Number one, getting fancy with new promotions. It is so common when a big holiday season comes up, when Q4 comes up, that brands think they need to reinvent the wheel, that they need to come up with something spectacular to hit last year's sales targets or to break through revenue goals or to increase conversions. And the reality is the opposite in most cases is the truth. Q4 and Black Friday is a time to really double down on what's worked well for you leading up to Black Friday. And this is why testing offers and creatives and landing pages leading up to these events are so important. But the next time you start planning for Black Friday and you sit down, you think, okay, what new promotion should we do for this Black Friday? Look back at your past data. What offers, what promotions have been the best converting for you? What offers and promotions have been the most profitable for you? And start to craft out your plans based off of what data you know and using that to really double down during Black Friday. Mistake number two is not understanding the unit economics or your intentions. So unit economics. So what are the margins baked into your goods? If you go and slap on a 40% promo across all website, are you actually going to be making a profit? Is your conversion rates and your top line revenue going to be looking amazing? Everyone's going to be all celebrating. But at the end of the financial year, will you be looking at the numbers and thinking, right, something just don't add up here? On the other hand, sometimes making loss on a product, look, it isn't the end of the world. Some businesses need cash flow, especially brands and businesses that have a very high stock level. Fashion brands could be one. They might need to make a bit of a loss just to get rid of the stock and to make cash flow. And that's fine if you know your intentions. So the first thing is knowing what your margins are, but also secondly, what is your intention for this sale? If you're going to be using Black Friday to clear out your warehouse, to be getting cash flow into the business, and you know you're not going to be making a big profit, that's fine, but as long as you know it. And mistake number three is thinking all of your Black Friday customers will stick around. It's very common, and I've seen it before, that brands will have an amazing Q4, and then when it comes into forecasting for the next year, for the next quarter, they will set targets based on, right, well, how can we grow based on Q4? Because we've done X amount and we need to keep growing. And in most cases, that's just not realistic. We get a lot of shoppers, a lot of customers via Q4 that will potentially be one and done. They might come through once, they're buying a gift, they're curious about your products, so they're going to use the discount to buy. But there's a high chance that a lot of them might not come back again. And that's quite common for holiday shoppers. The best way to approach this is, if you've got past data, start looking at the data. Start looking at, right, how many customers did we take on last Q4? How many came back to purchase again? How many never came back to purchase? You might be able to start thinking about strategies of how to re-engage those buyers. But using that to forecast your ongoing months and quarters can really lead to confusion and poor direction.